All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. It's us, the Awkward Uncles. I'm Uncle Joey, and with me, as always, my good friend,
Uncle Chris.
Unky Chris. We made it to episode 6. 6 happens. What could go wrong? We've got another great full week of what's annoying me, our weekly updates, some current events, a new top 5. Uncle Chris has some trivia for us, and we'll close it out with a few dad jokes as always. Weekly updates. What's happening?
Not a whole lot.
Kind of a quiet week?
Busy week as far as just the normal running around.
Yeah.
Friday night we got to watch our boys play against each other in a
Yeah.
high school hockey game.
That's a fun game.
It was a fun game. It was Anakin's first official start in net.
Yeah.
Uh,
Your boys won the tilt, if you will, 6-2, Riverview over Durant. It's pretty good.
yeah, I famously pace and get a lot of steps in when
Yeah.
Anakin's in net anyway. This one, it was a lot of extra steps. I actually had to calm down a few times. It was just a lot going on out there.
Was a lot going
A
on.
lot of big kids, a lot of big shots, a lot of extracurricular kind of
Yeah.
happened. And
A lot of chirpiness
yeah, I think it was
or chippy.
good a
Very
few
chippy.
times. Anakin got snowed or whacked. He got players that did it got a little like, hey, don't mess up with our goalie, which I
Yeah.
know Anakin kind of like.
Absolutely.
But he saw some big shots and positioned well. I mean, the one that went in hit another player's stick and just had a wicked redirect, and the other one just got beat glove side on a
Yeah.
far shot. But I thought he looked good. I'm good at reading his body language, and
Mm-hmm.
I can tell early on that he looked okay and he was feeling it. I've seen him some weeks where I'm like, oh, like 2 go in early and he
Yeah.
just doesn't
He's
look
crumbled.
or feel. You can just, I think because if you really know your kid and how he just looks, but I think if you kind of watch like NHL, like if you see the same goalie a lot, you can
Yeah.
kind of just tell when they're on like that.
Yeah.
The other night was just, you could tell he was locked in his zone and nothing. But then you see the nights where you're like, how did that go in?
Right.
So even from warm ups through the first period, like I like when he sees a couple easy shots early to get him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like the games where he doesn't see any action till later on in the first or the
Yeah.
second because it doesn't give him the flow. But he
Yeah.
saw shots early; they were easier saves to begin, and then it
Mm-hmm.
kind of built on him. His defense was playing really, really well in front of him, and I
No,
think
it's
it just kind
good.
of helped. And then I could just I'm like, all right. But until that final buzzer sounds, I don't care what the score is. I still
You're a nervous wreck.
nervous wreck. He's
You're
even
everywhere.
early in Anakin's career. I remember a game we had like a 3-1 lead with like 2 minutes left. I'm like, oh, this is awesome, and I think he lost like 4-3. I'm like,
Oh
whoa, that turned
gosh.
quick.
Yeah.
So you just
Especially in rec, because that can happen in
real easy.
drop of a
So
hat.
it was good. It was a fun game. It was fun.
It was good.
It was good times.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was, guys are getting out there. It was a much more physical game than I think we're accustomed to seeing. Bryson played forward in that game. I thought he held his own out there. He was getting aggressive and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it was fun to watch. I wouldn't say it was nerve wracking for me per se, um, because my kid's not a goalie, so I get it. But Jonah played really well that game too. No goals for either one of our kids, but I thought they both held their own and really played very well. I enjoyed it. It was good. Looking forward to the rest of the season of spring high school. I know there's not technically checking, but there's some contact out there. They get a little physical, as most high school kids are going to be. They're going to talk their smack and they're going to, do dumb stuff, and that's that. So
I think the biggest takeaway is
yeah,
like on the drive home, like they go through all the chirps they heard.
yeah,
It seems like some of the kids spend more time chirping than they do anything
yeah,
else.
right.
And they're like, some of them are pretty funny. Either way, he's like, this kid said that, and this kid said that. I'm like, oh.
They're I can't get over just how creative, like some of even my kid at 13, 14 years old says some things. I'm like, where, dude, I wasn't 13 saying those things. Where did you come up with something like that? Like, it's just like, it's half brilliant. It's just funny. Like, they burn you really good. I'm like, I'm your dad, man.
I want to I gotta mic him up for a game because I want to hear because I just hear
Yeah.
because he got in a little bit of a tussle, a little like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, what was all said? He goes, I don't remember. I'm like, what do you mean you don't remember? I don't remember. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to find. I tried to mic him up once and I couldn't get it to stay in a good spot to where it wouldn't
Yeah.
fall. And
Well, I think part of that too is that you have to stay in one spot too.
problem.
but that's next to impossible for you. Or you leave your phone in one spot and you just keep walking
Keep
around.
walking.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Just like tape it to the glass. Be like, I'm just leave it here. This should be fine. No, that would be great to hear what these kids are saying. We probably don't want to hear it,
Yeah,
but at
right.
the same time, it's all like, that'd be interesting.
It
That'd
would
be
be good.
very interesting. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I mean, pretty quiet week other outside of that, I think. Bryson did a round robin scrimmage today against Jenkins and Newsom, and he played defense this morning, so that was kind of interesting. But again, he held his own. He was out there. He got physical. He was going after the 50-50 pucks and didn't really make any mistakes. So I thought he looked pretty good, and
Nice.
not just dad being biased of his own kid, but overall, I thought he did well. Um, let's see what else. And then today's Master Sunday. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. So let's get into a little Jesus. I just blanked. I need more food or something. I don't know. News updates. So Stanley Cup playoffs right around the corner. I think the Lightning have 2 home games left.
Yep.
Right? They got the Red Wings coming to town and the Rangers coming to town. The last 2 games. Mathematically, they could theoretically still win the Atlantic. Probably not so much, but they could.
I mean, I think I'm in
I
the
don't think.
camp of bring all the young kids up and just sit everyone.
Yeah, let them play.
Um, Only because would you get what's first place or second place going to get you? I know different seeding and home ice,
Yeah,
but is it worth the risk? Like in that game a couple nights ago, Hagel went down funky.
it's
Um,
true.
I don't need Hagel or Cooch or Vasi getting hurt. We're already slightly, and I mean everyone is this time of year.
Yeah,
Hedman's still out. We hope to get James back.
yeah,
Everyone's kind of nicked and bruised, especially the guys that went to the Olympics. Like, is it worth these 4 points to end up in first place for a first round exit? I'd rather go in at a lower seed with everyone ready to go. Because Vasi doesn't miss any playoff time.
true.
Like, can we just let the man just relax,
Not gonna
get
win.
some rest?
Yeah,
Same with Cooch. I know he wants the points, and he never acts like he cares about it, but every player cares about it.
yeah. I don't think Cooch will rest the last 2 games.
I just,
I'd be surprised.
I mean, I'm glad we're not playing any more playoff teams. We're playing 2
True,
teams that are already
they're
eliminated,
out. Yeah,
so I don't see the games being super physical.
hopefully not.
So if they're gonna play, I would like to see limited ice time. Hopefully, they're not too physically engaging. I
Mm.
know you don't want to take your foot off the gas, but at the end of the day, I just don't want to have some weird injury happen, and then we're like, well, that's not good either.
Yeah,
So it's slippery slope, I guess, on how you put, but I just hopefully it works out.
yeah. We'll see how it plays out. So here's what you have in the East. You got Buffalo 1, Tampa Bay 2, Montreal 3. That's in the Atlantic. And then in the Metro, you've got Carolina 1, Pittsburgh 2, and sitting right now in third place is Philadelphia. However, Columbus and the Capitals are both just within a few points away from taking that third place spot. So that's kind of interesting, that race. The wild card spot's been taken over by Ottawa and Boston. There's no one in the Metro that could overtake them to take a wild card spot. So those 2 are clinched. They're locked in. Um, so again, kind of interesting. Ottawa's back into it. Boston's back into it after missing it the last couple seasons, right? At least. So they're back into it. And then Montreal is like I think they're kind of the dark horse in the East, in my mind, because they're young, they're hungry. We talked about it before. They played a very physical game against the Lightning just 4 nights ago, 5 nights
Right.
ago, something like that. Very physical, a lot of fighting. And I think it was just more or less, the Lightning and the Montreal Canadiens just trying to send each other a message saying, hey, we're going to see you in the playoffs. Get ready for a battle, more or less. It's going to be a war. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays
I
out.
did have to troll somebody online about it
Oh, did you?
because there was, I guess, a video after the game where a bunch of Canadian fans were just talking smack against the Lightning
Of
and
course.
all that. I was like, it's a lot of talk for a lot of people with no rings, except for your head coach who got one with us. But carry on.
Now, yeah, when's the last time they won the cup? It's been
Oh,
a long time,
not my,
right? Has it
I
been
guess, 80s.
the 80s
Yeah.
maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look that up. I really don't know. Um, all right, so then on the West, you've got Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota in the Central. Um, they've all clinched. Then in the Pacific, you got Vegas and Edmonton 1-2, and then Anaheim is currently sitting in 3rd place, again, with the Kings just 2 points back. Kings are also sitting in the 2nd wild card spot because the, Utah, Mammoth have the 1st wild card spot, but they're also from the Central, right? So, again, nobody nobody in the Pacific can bounce the Mammoth out or anything like that. So right now, you've got Nashville, who's in the hunt. They're 1 point behind LA for the final wild card spot. LA, I think, was sitting at 87, and Nashville sitting at 86. What would have been great is if Nashville and LA met each other before the end of the season,
for that last
right?
spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome. If it just so happened that the schedule worked out that way, I think that would have been awesome. But fortunately, it doesn't work out that way. Do I want to see Stammer back in the playoffs? Absolutely. I think it'd be great for Nashville. I think it'd be great for him. He's 36 years old. He's got 40 goals on the season. I mean, yeah, last year sucked for him, first year in Nashville, but he's kind of bounced back and, Nashville's trying to get somewhere.
Yeah. Dear Breezewall, look what you could have had. 40 goal scorer just sitting there.
Could have been there. Could have been there. But overall, I think the Stanley Cup playoffs is going to be exciting this year. I think it's going to be good. We got a mix of teams that haven't been in it in a while. You got some of the stables that are still there, with Avalanche and the Lightning and Dallas and Vegas and even Edmonton for that matter in the West at least. I like the East. Buffalo's back in it, which they haven't been in it in a long time. Well, I don't remember what it was, either 9 or 14 years. I can't
I think
remember
it's only
exactly.
14.
It's a long time. So they're back in the mix. So it's good to see things kind of shift a little bit
Around, yeah.
because you and I both know the Lightning's window is not going to be too much longer. I don't think so, at least.
No, I think they don't make a deep run this year. I think next year
We'll see what
we'll see what
happens.
happens. But it's
I mean, you
I
still
think
got
that
guys under contract, but yeah,
I think that era, if you will, is approaching its final resting place.
it's
Which
it's kind of hard to totally go on that kind of train though, because some of these young guys that they've been bringing up have been playing
really
really
well.
well, really well. If they can stay healthy and stuff, right? Like Dominic James, you were talking about. He gets healthy again. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with for sure.
For sure.
So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. You got any thoughts on the? You got anybody you're favoring in the West?
I mean, we've always been Knights fans since
Yeah,
they came up. I like the Sharks a lot. We've been following them a lot. Anakin's always been a big fan of the Sharks.
I think they're mathematically out of it.
They are, and I
Yeah,
was hoping they would kind of make a run.
yeah.
They're just fun to watch. I've seen them live a few times now. We're big Celebrini
I
fans.
watched some of the game last night. It was
Yeah,
Celebrini was playing
Celebrini's
awesome.
he's probably our favorite player.
Yeah,
That's not a Lightning player right now. He's just fun. He's 19,
it's
and he's
unreal.
just
And he's wearing an A. He's already
yeah,
got an A on
he's
his chest. It's unreal.
insane. Like we do the trading card thing, and
Yeah.
my Celebrini collection's getting bigger and bigger and more expensive, so I'm really betting on him. But I think the other team in the West, if Vegas doesn't go far, which I don't think they will, because they just got a million and one problems. I'm kind of like Minnesota. I really like that team.
Yeah.
I like a lot of those players on the team. I like Quinn Hughes, Kaprizov, Matt Boldy. They're just kind of a fun young team,
You got the Finino brothers now
right?
on
So
together.
plus Minnesota, like that team, I mean, they got the stars ripped out of there,
Mhm.
and now they're sitting in Dallas. Plus Minnesota always just has something going on in that
Isn't
state.
Bogosian still up there too? I
Yeah,
think
but
he
I
is.
think last I checked, he just brings the water from the bench and refills the players' bottles. So he doesn't do much. But yeah, but Bogo is there. I think he's just like a fourth line, get in there.
Come on,
He's a
man.
nice guy, but
Bogo's a good dude.
that
Come on,
guy, I don't know
man.
how he survives.
He's like
So
one of the last people in the league, like not wearing a visor too.
yeah,
Like I think he's still just a skull cap.
but the
That's
guy's
it.
made of glass too. That guy's always hurt.
Mm,
Nice
mm,
guy, like him.
mm.
I have him over for dinner anytime. But so I think Minnesota. They're kind of like my team, and because I don't know how you feel about this, but I don't like any other East teams just by principle,
Yeah.
and it's usually teams in the like I've never cheered for the Panthers. I
No.
don't like the Rags. I mean, they're not in it, but just the overall East, I just can't really get up or excited for teams in the East. I don't like the Maple Leafs.
No. God no.
So
Terrible.
yeah,
Terrible.
so we always have like our West Coast team, which is like San Jose,
Yeah.
Vegas. So I think Minnesota, I'm started liking them more and more. Just I think they have fun team.
I'm and we talked about it, a couple weeks ago or maybe last week or what it was, but we're still a little bit of Anaheim fans, and I think part of it is because we went to a game out there last year, so we saw Killer play, we saw was it Zegras, and then
Yeah,
he got
well,
traded to
he
Philly.
got traded.
Yeah,
We were big fans of Zegras
yeah,
because he made the Michigan popular.
yeah.
Even though it had been around, kind of like was the first NHL player to really like, holy smokes, what is that?
Hmm.
And he just couldn't get it going in Anaheim due to injury, and I guess I don't think he just fit in there. But he's had a great year in Philly, so I'm happy he
Yeah,
kind of has a little
which
resurgence.
is good. Funny thing is, he stayed with the orange color. Couldn't get
Right.
away from it. It's like stuck in orange. But no, so I'd like to see Anaheim go deep. Um, I don't know. I don't know about Edmonton because for me now Edmonton's kind of a dark horse. Even though you got McDavid, you got I think Draisaitl's hurt, is he not?
Yeah, Draisaitl's done for the year.
So McDavid's going to miss that because that's a big force to kind of have there too. So I don't know. I think Edmonton is going to be kind of the dark horse in the West. Do they have a chance? Absolutely. I mean, you can
They
never
just never
count them
have
out.
goaltending,
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I
and
mean, they
I
got
think
rid of Skinner and brought the other kid in, and
it was just as bad, if not
well,
worse.
yeah, but Skinner's doing well in
It's
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh.
which is so strange.
I I I know this is gonna be an unpopular opinion 'cause I know people like him, but I'm not a big McJesus fan at
No,
all.
you don't have to be, and that's fine.
Is he talented? Is he
Yeah.
fast? Is he good? Yes, but he just seems like zero fun,
Mm,
zero nice.
yeah.
He just does nothing for me, and I think he puts so much pressure on that team to perform, and if they don't, they have him breathe. Like, did you ever see that video that leaked of him in the locker room,
Yeah, just going off,
just screaming? I'm like, I get it, you're trying to motivate your team, but to me, there's a fine line of motivating and just like
being a
intimidating.
crybaby.
Oh, McCrybaby is how I like to call him. Like, you just look like I don't know. I just think it's funny because like, you see and there was that other clip that came out where they announced him as the Conn Smythe winner,
Right.
and he's sitting in the locker room just boohooing. I'm like,
Yeah.
but, um,
Sorry, buddy.
I just can't root for him. I just don't know why. Like, I don't wanna see him win a cup. So, some guys like, "Oh, I'd love to see him get a cup." No, I don't care if he does.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. So, we're talking about the goalie situation, and I think it just proves the fact that it's not all on the goalie, that your defense kind of sucks. Your offense carries you enough where you score goals, you're winning games. But if you're leaving your goalie out to dry, and especially if you made that goalie switch, you got Skinner who went to Pittsburgh is actually having some success because he's got a defense playing in front of him. I mean, you got Letang out there in front of you, who's probably one of the best defensemen in the league. And then you got, I don't know who Nurse
Mhm.
on on Edmonton side, who's just like, come on, give me a break.
And Quinn Hughes was just out there for the taking.
Well,
They didn't want him.
well,
You know
probably
what's
couldn't
funny?
afford him.
Who I thought they should have got randomly? Remember the goaltender for Italy in the Olympics?
Yeah.
That poor kid must have saw 80 shots in that one game, and he did really well. I'm
Wasn't
like,
he like the only Italian that was actually drafted?
it might have been.
I think he
Was,
was,
yeah.
but I don't think he's played a single,
He played I
minute of
mean,
ice time in
between
the NHL.
he took a beating, that
Yeah, he
guy,
did.
and he really, like I felt so bad
He
for him.
got lit
I
up
think there's
during the
one game he
Olympics.
saw, like, almost 70 shots on him.
Ugh.
Golly, I'm like,
Could you imagine?
"That's
I
insane."
couldn't imagine.
Insane.
You think
But
Anakin's ever seen 70 shots in one game?
I don't think so.
No, that
I
would
hope not.
ugh, be awful. It'd be awful. Um, so today, Masters Sunday. I got my Masters hat on. It's one of my favorite Sundays of the year. I love the Masters golf tournament. I know you're like,
You
whatever.
want me to type in some fake bird noises like they do for you to feel at home?
I would probably 100% agree with you that they certainly do that for television. Because I play golf. It's like you hear a bird chirping and you're on the green, you're gonna kind of look around, look for the bird and whatnot, or even on the tee box. But these guys aren't budging, and you can't tell me that they're so locked in they don't hear it. I'm like, well, okay, sure.
But it's funny because 'cause it'll go from, like, such a quiet, and all of a sudden it's like, and I'm like, "Where did that come from out of absolutely nowhere?" I'm like,
Nowhere.
"It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon because it's just outside Atlanta, right?
Yeah, it's north of it. Yeah,
So you can't tell me that just some bird at 2 it's just and then it's like the next shot, that bird's not playing. But then they go back to the green, oh, he's in the same
but
song still.
it's the same bird.
It's the same
It's
bird.
the same bird over and over again.
So that's
Yeah.
my, conspiracy theory for the week, that the bird noises on TV for the Masters are 100% fake.
That's fair. I'll give you that one. I'm probably not
It doesn't add to
too
my
much.
it does help the sleeping, though, 'cause, like, the birds and the whoosh.
Yeah.
Oh, look, McElroy what's his name?
Who? McElroy?
Oh, look, he hit the
Roy
water again.
McElroy?
Plop, plop. Oh, great job there, Charlie.
Hey, that only happened once yesterday.
Is his name Charlie?
Charlie? Charlie?
McElroy?
Rory.
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 Good job, Rory. Thanks for
Charlie.
splashing the woke me up from my nap.
Whoosh. Oh, yeah, so anyway. But, yesterday yesterday, they call Saturday moving day in golf tournaments because that's when guys really try to shoot low and kinda get in, into the final pairing on Sunday. And yesterday did not disappoint. Scotty Scheffler was out there. He started the round, I think, at even par for the tournament. Shoots like a 7 under number, something ridiculous, and gets right into the hunt. It's been nuts. From what I've seen so far today, again, it's not going to disappoint. Sunday is always a great day to watch at the Masters. Scheffler's right there in the mix. You got Justin Rose in the mix. Rory McIlroy's right there. Cam Young's been going back and forth with the lead, and then what's the other guy's name? Sam Burns is another one that
What's
to kind
that
of keep an eye
windmill
out
on
for.
14 that they just can't get it through, and then to get it to draw, that windmill's
That
tricky.
windmill, it's a pain in the ass. Absolutely.
I saw
No,
Tiger there driving the golf carts, though, not doing a great job.
yeah, I heard he flipped one.
Yeah.
He rolled a golf cart. Wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. No, but again, it's there's 4 tournaments that I'm guaranteed to watch every year. And like I said, I told Monica and the kids, I'm like, when it's these tournaments, the TV's mine. That's it. And Masters being the first one of the year, and it's always just, I don't know. There's just so much grace and elegance that goes into this golf tournament, and it's impeccable. It's immaculate. You just can't. I don't know. I loved it. I went in 2009. Went to this place, and literally, it's God's golf course. It's just heaven on earth. There's no place like it, and it's just there's not a blade of grass out of place. It's just beautiful there. I got to go back. I want to go back.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I bet. You're like, yeah, sure, whatever. You die after the first one. It's like this, just walking everywhere. You're like, we go back to the car.
I'm like, all this walking. Oh, no, we to Space Mountain. What are we doing? Oh, watching this guy hit it off the green again. Oh,
way to go, golf clap.
Oh, yeah, we get to walk another 50 feet to watch them do it again?
Yep,
Oh,
that's right.
fantastic. Oh, can't wait till we do tomorrow. Oh,
So,
same thing.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just bring you a chair and be like, sit here and just watch. I'll come find you in 4 hours.
Wake me when it's over.
Here's a pimento cheese sandwich. Shut up. It'll be good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Woo. Good stuff. Good stuff. I love the Masters. Good stuff. All right. So what's annoying you this week?
You ever go to cook something new or looking for something new to cook in the kitchen? And you want, man, you know what? I'm just going to make this crock pot recipe.
Yeah.
We try to be big crock pot people because it's easy.
It's easy.
I work from home.
Yeah.
I can throw it on. Then when everyone gets home, it's just like, all right, dinner's done.
Serve it up.
Whatever. Because there's nothing worse than getting off work and then figuring out. We did the HelloFresh for a while, which was nice because it took kind of the guesswork. All the ingredients were there.
Yeah.
That 1 tablespoon of that one thing you never carry comes with it. But it was a lot of work. So you still had to prep it all out and sort it all out and still cook it, which some days isn't bad. But, like this week, get off work, I run to practice, come home. So the crock pot meals make a lot of sense a lot of times.
Absolutely.
Nice, simple, easy, and then you make a big batch and you can have it for lunch the next day, whatever. But looking at an online recipe must be the dumbest thing in the entire world. You ever done it?
Yeah.
It's awful. So you just Google whatever.
Yep.
I wanted to find a new recipe we'll do slow ribs in the cooker. So I usually just dump barbecue sauce for, but let's spice it up for. You looking for the perfect meal for a busy day that the family's just going to love, even for the pickiest of eaters. Even dad will like this one. Haha. Where's the scroll?
I just got the recipe already.
And then it's like a Saturday and it's raining. You just don't want to go out. So you need something to, oh my gosh. Scroll. All you need are these simple 4 ingredients to make everyone smile. Scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, what you need is, I got those things. Right now, what do I do? Scroll, add. No, I don't want to subscribe. What do you think of our website? I don't care. And then you hit a button and it goes all the way back up to the top. I'm like, oh my gosh. Then you scroll. So if I have to scroll more than twice,
you're done.
I'm done playing this game. I get back out, go to the next one. Oh, Betty Crocker, she won't let me down. Are you needing something new and exciting to eat in your life? Let me, I got the recipe. Oh, Jesus. Can we just have a
Never stops.
website that's like
No,
what it is, the ingredients, step by step?
you know, and
Like just to the point,
sometimes
simple, done.
I think is it Delight, DELIGHT.com, maybe?
I don't
Delight
ever know the
Recipes or
names, but mine
Recipes
just
Delight, something like that. But I think they do that where it's not that bad like you just described. But they do that where, you just hit the button like to the recipe, and then it'll take you right there, and then it'll tell you what to do underneath it. I do a lot of meal prepping for my lunches, and I've got a guy that I bought his cookbook, whatever, and he updates it like every couple of weeks, and something new. But it's all high protein, low calorie kind of stuff, and I do that, and it preps me out all my lunches for the 5 days. But what this guy does is that he'll do the recipe, right, and then he'll give you a link so you can watch him actually do it on his Instagram or his TikTok. I'm like, perfect. And you have to watch the video in addition to what he wrote because he'll do stuff in the video and forget to write it down.
oh, nice.
Or he'll write stuff down and not do it in the video. You're like, wait, what do I do now? So I'm like, damn it. Um, so yeah, so I mean, I've got that. I do that. So I paid for that guy's recipe.
I started using Chat GPT more because it cuts out all the fluff and it'll just be
Yeah,
like boom, boom, boom.
those will help.
Don't give me that. But you know what? A good hack for Chat GPT is one day I was like, I have this in my fridge, this in my pantry.
Mhm.
What can I make? It's
Yeah.
like, you can do this, this, or this. You want a recipe for this? Yes. Ding, ding, ding. So why I just didn't do that in the first place this week, I don't know. That's one of my,
Sometimes you just don't want to use AI. You're like,
but
I want it to
man,
be an AI free week.
but those websites, I hate them. I hate the stories. I
They're
don't
not
need it.
they're not great. And
Oh,
yeah, and
like,
accept the cookies, or decline all the cookies or some crap like that.
but what asshole
What?
sits there and thinks of these stories for everything? I'm like, oh, like who sits there and reads it and is like, oh, I do have a little picky eater.
Some
Oh, my husband does like,
yeah,
oh, neat. Like, no.
some journalists out there,
Oh, it's just dumb.
it is dumb.
It's probably all AI generated now anyway.
You're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. I mean, they probably use ChatGPT
But why
also.
can't we just be what it is, a picture, and
Recipe
step,
done.
done. And if you want the stupid story, then you can scroll to the bottom. Don't waste my scrolling time getting past your dumb story that I'm not going to read.
No, they got to sucker you in. It's like all those things. Like if you get a Google News feed that pops up talking about well, the 50-year-old burger chain has filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Oh, which burger chain is it? And then you're like scrolling. Really? You had to tell me that it was Steak and Shake, at the bottom of the damn story? Just say it at the beginning.
Sometimes I like the comment. I'll save you the click. It was Steak and Shake.
Yeah. They're done. I didn't like them anyway.
Because you know what gets me super annoyed too along those same lines? 4 things you won't believe. Wait till you hear number 1.
Yeah, and they go
No,
4 to
oh
1.
my gosh. Like we don't, or they just like,
Or they sucker you in for the first 3, and then they're like, "Now like and subscribe, and we'll tell you number
that
1." I'm like, "Screw you! I
Yeah.
don't want to know anyway. I'll figure it out on my own."
It's just like all those like BuzzFeed things are typically just like, you're not going to believe what they said about this. I really don't care.
It's so bad.
It's so dumb.
It's so bad.
So if it says any
it's awful.
buzzword, I don't hit those clickbaity things anyway because it annoys me. But
It'll sucker you in.
sometimes I'll be like, no, I refuse.
I won't do
But
it.
that's what annoyed me this week. I
won't
was like,
do it.
why don't I just use AI to begin with?
Oh
Because it
my
cuts
God.
out the nonsense.
So this week I had to go to a not really a conference, but like a meeting, right? It was probably, I don't know, 13 of us, 15 of us at this meeting or whatever. We had our regional managers and our regional trainer was, they came in, they were putting on a presentation, and my regional trainer guy just absolutely annoyed the crap out of me. He's doing a presentation, and he does this at all his presentations. I've heard him talk multiple times, and he's doing a presentation, and he'll sit there and go, so what we need to do here is do so, and then we need to do this, and then I'm like, get to the point. either go take a public speaking class or practice your presentation before you present it. Because I'm like, oh my God. I'm sitting there and I'm like, literally like, oh.
Like someone plug him back in. He needs to be recharged.
Oh my, I was so annoyed. I'm like, kill me now. So bad. So frustrating. I'm looking at the girl next to me. I'm like, you believe this shit going on right now? So if we could do, I'm like, just stop. Stop. I was gonna lose my crap, and I was trying everything not to lose my crap at this thing. I'm like, oh my god! And I wanted to pull the guy aside, be like, "Hey, listen, Tyler, buddy, I need you to do me a favor. Either practice this shit or go take a public speaking class because you are driving me up a wall." And he does the same thing. Like we have our conference, our big annual conference, and there's like 1,000 people at this thing, and he does the same thing. So you'll see here on the screen. I'm like, really, dude? Give me a break. Come on, make something real happen. It's so bad.
Be like the tech guy going up there. Wait, how do we log in again?
Oh, I gotta restart the
wait,
computer.
I gotta connect to Wi-Fi. Oh, jeez.
What was that password?
Oh man,
So bad.
yeah, it's bad.
It's terrible. That guy, oh, drive me up a wall. That was terrible. That was the biggest thing that annoyed me. Biggest thing. So you have informed me that you have a trivia.
I do.
For
I have a
me.
trivia question for you.
Okay. All right.
Let me put on the spectacles.
Yeah.
So don't screw this up. I found this randomly. I was like, man, this would make a great trivia question.
Okay. You think I'm gonna know it?
Probably not, but you might. But once you know the answer,
I might
it's
surprise
super
you.
obvious. So the theme is 90s sitcom.
Okay.
Even more specific,
God, there's a lot of 90s sitcoms.
TGIF sitcom.
All right. So that narrows it down to maybe about 8 shows.
I'll narrow it down to 3 shows.
Okay.
Full House.
Yep.
Family Matters.
Okay.
Step by Step.
Oh.
What do they all have in common?
The same guy wrote the theme song.
What was his name?
I don't remember that.
Jesse Frederick.
S.C. Frederick. Yeah, I knew the same guy wrote the theme song.
I'll give you half
it's his
credit.
voice on all 3 songs. I do remember that. Yeah. No, that's great. That's a good one. Jesse Frederick.
Jesse
I've
Frederick.
never known his name.
But yeah, like once you hear them too, like together, like this makes total sense.
Yeah.
You know, another random TV show theme song fun fact. Remember Different Strokes?
I remember the show, but I couldn't tell you the theme song.
Oh, you couldn't?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Different Strokes.
Now the world won't turn. That was written and performed by another 80s sitcom star.
Really?
Alan Thicke.
Really?
Yep. He was like
from Growing Pains.
Yeah. You know his kids, Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
Who's like the singer,
That's
musician,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
But the dad wrote a bunch of
Sitcom type
TV show theme songs.
Yeah.
And he performed that one. And when you hear it, you're like, that's totally him.
That's totally Alan Thicke.
So I know that was kind of out of left field, and it's like one of those things I guess you either knew or you didn't know, but once you hear like, oh, I totally hear that.
Yeah.
Throughout those.
That's so funny.
Because that guy's voice is so iconic.
It is
associated.
It's very, very unique and very stand outish, iconic.
Yeah, good job. I award you 50 points.
Half credit. It's better than no credit at all.
But yeah, the name never would have. I mean,
no, I would have never got the name. Never. Oh. But yeah, I knew it was the guy that sang all 3 of their theme songs. He's probably done a few more.
That's one thing I miss about TV shows now.
Yeah.
Most of them don't even have a theme song.
No.
And if they do, it's just like a simple whatever, like instrumental, and it leads right in.
Yeah, kind of like our theme song.
Yeah. But those old 80s sitcoms, those theme songs were great.
Oh yeah, it was good. I keep hearing the Family Matters song in my head right now. I'm like, I want to sing it, but I'm not going to sing because I don't know the words correctly. So we'll let it go. Right on. All right. Top 5 this week. So we got the top 5 nostalgic cartoons from our past.
Yeah.
These are
when cartoons were cartoons.
When cartoons were cartoons. When you actually had to wake up early Saturday morning, or you could catch it like after school in the afternoons. Yeah, exactly right. When it was good cartoons, it actually had a moral to the story.
For the old hand drawn one, like when the boys were born, they were 14. I'm like, oh, I get to watch cartoons. They were not cartoons.
No.
Like the AI computer generated, like even the Mickey Mouse ones or all that stuff.
Well, it wasn't quite AI yet, but definitely computer, all the CGI.
CGI crap.
Yeah.
It was so like what is this?
Not as
And like
good.
even like the Scooby Doo went to that, and some of the other ones all went to that real funky.
Yeah, like even Mickey Mouse Clubhouse
Yeah, all of
was
them were
all like
terrible.
computer animated type stuff. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, didn't enjoy those at all. But
No.
this is when cartoons were cartoons. I've made my boys watch most of these. I'm like, this is fun
They were like, yeah, this sucks.
stuff.
Like, you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know the half of it.
You know which Paw Patrol I sat through? You're gonna enjoy this.
Bryson didn't really watch much Paw Patrol. He watched Transformers Rescue Bots.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
watch that one? Did they watch that one? There was he watched a lot of Thomas the Train, believe it or not. Thomas Train's been around forever though.
Mhm.
And what was the other one? It was like these two trains. He watched Chuggington.
It's
So
funny because Paw Patrol would come up later in my segment
oh,
too.
okay.
So
All right. All right.
put a pin in that.
So number 5 out of your top 5. What do you got?
You know, it seems I might surprise you with this one, but I used to love Me the Smurfs.
Dude, that's my number 5.
Really?
Swear to God.
I loved them. Like, Papa Smurf, Papa Smurf.
Heck yeah, dude.
Like, they were just, I don't know, something about it. I don't know.
Well, you know how like Smurfette came about, right?
They're not.
Gargamel created Smurfette.
Oh,
He tried to create her, or he created her to try and trick the Smurfs to like come out of little things so he could get them. Right? And you notice that's the only girl
right.
Smurf out of the whole thing. Yeah,
I just thought she was
Gargamel.
I thought she was just very popular.
Gargamel made her, and then all the love of the Smurfs and Papa Smurf and everything convinced her that no, you're a Smurf.
Smurf.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love the Smurfs. They were just
Smurfs are
fun,
great.
silly, like brainy, nerdy, all of them.
You had what was it? What was the one who always had the mirror?
Oh,
Was it? It wasn't Vanity, was it?
might have been.
I thought they were so funny. But yeah, yeah, it's almost like the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah,
Right.
the Bashful and all that stuff too, and Pop Smurf being like the know-all, and why was it Papa Smurf was the only one in red?
I know.
He's like the Santa Claus of the Smurfs. It's like, okay, well, white beard, okay, Papa Smurf. Yeah,
Smurfs are great.
Smurfs are number 5 for me too. But I wonder how many of these are going to be similar. Oh my god!
Probably.
All right, what's your number 4?
The Pink Panther.
Oh,
Like no word spoken. He just walked around and just did. You know who wrote that theme song? I don't know why these are all stuck in my head.
I don't know either.
Henry Mancini. He did a lot of those old classic.
Henry Mancini.
He was like a classical composer.
Huh.
And it just fit. And no, you know, it was weird. First time I was little, and we flew over to London to see family.
Mm-hmm.
And the Pink Panther was on.
The cartoon?
The cartoon. And it blew my mind because their Pink Panther talked.
The cartoon Pink Panther
Pink Panther talked. And I was like,
how weird is that?
My little 8-year-old, 9-year-old brain was just blown. I'm like, why is there Pink Panther talking?
Right, in an English accent too, right? Yeah.
But yeah, I just like the Pink Panther. It was just simple, dumb.
I remember
simple.
the Pink Panther. I didn't get into it too much, but I do remember the Pink Panther.
Yeah, good childhood memory.
Absolutely, that's a good one. My number 4 is G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. Yo, Joe.
I had a feeling that would be on your list.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my name's Joe, or
because your name's Joe.
Oh, okay.
I figured everyone called you G.I. Joe.
No, absolutely not. No one called me G.I. Joe growing up.
Really?
Yeah, I never got it. I really didn't. I kind of wish I did now. But anyway, yeah, no, G.I. Joe was great. And that one I was really young for that one because we were in our Northern Virginia home. So we were there from like, I don't know, the early 80s up until about, I want to say 85. I think we moved to Southern Virginia. So I just remember being in our basement watching G.I. Joe down in that downstairs TV.
Contra the bad guy?
Cobra.
Cobra
was the bad guy. Contra was a video game on NES.
Oh, that's right. That was up, down, left, right.
Cobra. Yeah, that's right. Cobra was the bad guy.
Cobra. Okay.
Cobra was the bad guy. Yeah. Yeah. G.I. Joe. That was my number 4. That was.
Yeah, if it was on, I would watch it, but I guess it wasn't one I seeked out.
Well, and the other thing I liked about old cartoons, what they don't do today, they always have a moral of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end of it. And G.I. Joe is great about it because like one of the characters would come in and be like, and you don't want to go swimming during a lightning storm. And then like they show like the kids in the pool and like a lightning strikes and he's like, ah. It's like, no, that ass would have been dead. What is wrong with you? Thank God it's just a cartoon, but it's all like, that kind of thing. All right, you're number 3.
The Jetsons.
Oh, yeah.
I almost feel like the Jetsons, because I was drawing a lot of parallels. was almost like our Simpsons, not for the crudeness or anything, but it was just like a dad that had a meaningless job pushing a button all day,
Yeah,
a
true.
boss he didn't like,
Hey,
the
McDonald's.
wife that just stayed home doing her things,
Yep.
the 2 kids, the boy, there's no baby, but something about the Jetsons, I thought the flying cars,
Right
the
wherever
inject
you orange. True.
the silly dog, I don't know, just
No, Jetsons were great.
yeah, Judy Jetson
That
and
whole Hanna-Barbera cartoon era
that whole
was
like,
really good.
I probably could have probably just limited it to the top 5 Hanna-Barbera because that
You could have,
whole
because you had Scooby-Doo, you had Grape Ape,
Great Ape.
Grape Ape. You had Jabba Jaw. Remember Jabba Jaw? Jabba Jaw. The Snorkels. All those Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Wow, what was it? Exit stage left. Who was that?
Huckleberry Hound?
No, there was Huckleberry Hound too, but then you had who's no, that was Grape Ape. Was it Grape Ape? One with the dog and he would use his tail
Oh,
as like
yeah, 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 I
as
don't
a
remember their
calm
names.
thing or whatever. Oh my gosh, there were so many. There were so many of them.
Mhm.
Snagglepuss. Remember Snagglepuss?
Yep.
Exit stage right. Yogi Bear. All those.
All those,
Those.
yeah.
Hey, mama, I think somebody with a sponge picking a basket. Hey! My number 3 is the Thundercats. Thundercats, ho! Which
Yep.
supposedly they're going to be making a live action out of that at some point soon, which I think would be really cool. But I, I keep seeing all this AI generated crap over it. I'm like, all right, is this
Yeah.
really happening or
Mhm.
not? That would be really cool. But I think it only ran for like maybe 3 seasons, something like
So
that.
it was small. I have all the
Yeah,
box. So the blessing and the curse of working at Best Buy for as many years as I did was when all that stuff came because you couldn't stream back then.
sure.
So those box sets would come in
Oh
and the
yeah,
artwork would be cool and then like
yes,
the special edition.
yeah.
Because Thundercats was an honorable mention for me.
Okay.
Because it was on my list, not on my list. I'm like, oh, do I put it in? Do I not put it in? Because I love the Thundercats. Um, I like the tiger and what Rygar,
Lionel,
Lionel.
Lionel, wasn't it Lionel? But that was the main
Oh, maybe
character.
Rygar was He-Man's.
Yeah, Rygar was Hema.
So I know a lot of people call Thundercats like the poor man's He-Man. But I like the Thundercats. I like how I don't know something about it.
Thundercats is great. I had the toy sword when I was a kid.
Mm,
Yeah, that
yeah,
was the put it up to your eyes and everything. That was fun. I like that one.
yeah. Thundercats were liked them a lot.
Well, because if you think about it, when we were kids, we actually went outside and pretended to be these characters.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I remember playing guns and GI Joe with my buddies outside, making all the gun noises. I got you! I got you! No, you didn't! I got a force field. That kind of thing, or just something stupid like that. But yeah, for sure.
My number two, another one where the characters didn't talk,
Mm,
and I was an only kid growing up,
yeah,
so I don't know why I didn't
what's
like.
wrong with you?
Maybe it's like the silence. A lot of lists to choose from this subcategory of ones as well. But the old classic Roadrunners with Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah,
Wile E. Coyote is one of my favorite cartoon characters. He could just never catch that damn bird, and I just loved all the Acme stuff and all the antics he got up to and all the silliness.
I always thought it was funny that either the bird or him would always hold up a sign of something that was happening, and you had to be able to
Yeah,
read.
yeah.
You're like, "Oh no,"
Oh no!
or
But
"Yikes!"
whole Warner Brothers slab too.
Yeah,
It's just they all hit
Looney Tunes.
the whole Looney Tunes
Yeah,
thing. Like
absolutely.
that
They
whole.
were my honorable. They were one of my honorable mentions too, because you had Porky Pig and Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Elmo Fudd.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
I
whole
have. I don't. I guess it's not in this office. It's in my other one. It might still be in that room. But so my dad was a big voiceover type person,
yeah,
and guy's name was Mel Blanc. He
yeah.
did
He
90%
did
of
like
all
all the
those
Looney Tune
voices,
characters. Yeah.
and we used to collect those cells. So I have a Wile E. Coyote one, I like the cartoon cells that they drew, and it's framed. Well, he had one after that guy died.
Mm-hmm.
It was all the voices he voiced, and it said speechless on the bottom because he couldn't talk anymore. And it was just kind of like it
Aw.
was like sentimental, sad.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
when my dad passed, my stepmom made sure I had that speechless
That's
one. I
cool.
thought that was cool
Yeah.
because it's all his characters just sad because they lost their voice. And
Oh,
but yeah, all those Warner Brothers cartoons are great. But I
yeah, they
think
were.
still my favorite was the Roadrunner and the Coyote one. because it
No,
was
it
the
was it
silliness.
was it was great, it was classic, and all yeah, like you said, all the antics that Wile E. Coyote would try to come up with to catch the roadrunner, meep, meep, meow. Like, that's all you got out of him, which was that little horn sound. But that was hysterical. It was good.
I don't know when the Brandon Mall first opened, there was a huge Warner Brothers store in there,
That's right.
and it was great because you could buy those cells,
Yeah.
all this. I mean, it was like a theme park quality
Mhm.
store in there.
Mhm.
And it was bigger than the Disney store that was in there at the time, and it was beautiful. Um, but it didn't last long. But I remember that was like such a fun store.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, I should have done research, but it's funny. I feel like I think they have tried it a few times, but there's not like a Warner Brothers theme park licensing thing where you think one of these parks would pick up the Warner Brothers. 'Cause I know Universal had a lot of the Hanna-Barbera stuff there, and then that slowly got pushed out for Minions because they kinda got their own IP. And I think
Mm,
Six Flags maybe
yeah, I think
created
Six
some of
Flags
it.
had some Warner Brothers stuff. I know that King's Dominion in Virginia had a lot of Hanna-Barbera.
Okay.
Like, there was a whole Hanna-Barbera land because I remember my very first roller coaster was a Scooby-Doo roller coaster,
Mm.
which it's still there,
Oh, nice.
but now it's now Peanuts, so now it's the Woodstock
Well,
roller coaster.
yeah.
So, but yeah, um,
There's
uh,
so many classic
yeah,
I mean, Bugs Bunny dates back just as almost to Mickey, I mean, I think
yeah,
yeah, there was Mickey Mouse, and I think Bugs Bunny was not too
not too
far
far after.
after,
Yeah,
so
it's like Warner Brothers had to have an answer, right? Yeah, there was yeah, Looney Tunes was great. I think, you had Mickey Mouse, which was the wholesome, clean, kind of fun thing, and then you had Looney Tunes, which Yosemite Sam shooting his pistols
mhm.
and, just
Hunt a wabbit, hunt a wabbit,
yeah.
hunt a if you watch some of those 'cause the cool thing about YouTube is you can go back now and just, like, Google those old Looney Tunes,
Yeah.
and they'll just play on an endless loop, and some of them, I can't believe some of that stuff aired, and it was a little, like,
Well, think all right, so,
little wonky.
think about the whole cancel culture movement, right? So now we can no longer get Speedy Gonzalez, right?
Right.
Because they think it's racial or whatever it is. And Pepe Le Pew, I'm like, what's wrong with you people?
Mhm.
I don't know. Tweety Bird, Sylvester the Cat, all these great characters that we grew up on that just kind of shaped how you were and everything. I don't know. I think it was fun. It was our childhood, right?
Yeah, 'cause yeah, I don't know when we get to honorable mentions, but some of those fall in there too, but, um, yeah, it's just you can just watch them for hours.
It's true. It's true. That was your number two, right?
Roadrunner and Coyote were my
Yep.
number 2, yeah.
My number two is DuckTales.
Oh, nice.
'Cause that was the one that I would get home after school, watch DuckTales, watch Rescue Rangers, that whole after school getting in
Mhm.
there, and I would literally just grab the box of goldfish and sit there and if I wasn't outside playing with my friends, I was sitting there watching the cartoon. I think it was like Wednesday afternoons that those came on every Wednesday afternoon or something like that. But yeah. Yeah, DuckTales, woo. And again, and they did um a remake of the Chippendales Rescue Rangers, and it was kind of, live action, but I don't think it went very well.
Right.
I think honestly I fell asleep during it trying to watch it. I think Andy Sandberg voiced one of the characters. I'm like, "Eh, it didn't work. It didn't do it for me," but
Mhm.
DuckTales was fun. And then you had some spin-offs off of that, like Darkwing Duck and those
Right.
kind of things. That was good, and, Uncle Scrooge was in that too. It was good. I enjoyed DuckTales.
So at
Alright.
number 1,
Yeah.
like, my favorite cartoon of all time, like, I don't know, I just loved it. They were the Mobile Armor Strike Command, or better known as MASK.
Mask.
Um, but yeah, Matt Tracker, the leader of the gang.
Yeah.
Um, Commodore was my favorite. He, had the helicopter, the motorcycle that turned into a helicopter,
Mhm.
and his mask would project images that weren't there, and it's funny you mentioned, like, the moral, because at the end, um, his kid, Scotty, and his little robot, Bebop, they always had to teach you a lesson afterwards,
Yeah.
like, "Don't go swimming, son, without someone present to watch you." "You're right, it could be dangerous." So he has that little 15, 30-second message at
Yeah,
the end
at the
about
end.
what not to do, because I guess our parents didn't do it, so I would listen to,
Well,
Bebop tell me.
they actually figured that, since we got so many kids watching, maybe we'll send a good message out
Mhm.
at the end too. It's always good. I didn't watch. I remember Mask. I don't remember Mask that well. I mean, the characters you're saying, I do kind of remember it. I remember I had some of the action figures.
I had them all.
I believe you
I
did.
wish I did still have them all, because
Yeah,
I think
they'd be
because
worth
those
a
eight,
lot,
because
probably.
Rhino was the, big semi truck
Mhm.
that would do all kinds of cool stuff. That was like the command center,
Yeah.
and they would do all kinds of cool stuff once it like they transform, but not really.
Mhm.
But you had the guys that drove that, and then you had the bad guys and his helicopter that was a car and
It'd
all
be
that
like
cool stuff.
having the original Optimus Prime
Prime,
transformer,
right?
basically, or the, what was it, Smokescreen, or what was the bad guy name in Transformers?
Megatron.
He was, yeah, Megatron, he was the gun, right?
Hmm.
I think my brother actually had
I had one
the
when I was.
gun. Did you have the metal one or the plastic
I
one?
had the nice one,
Yeah.
and it resembled too much of a gun. My parents were like, "You're not playing with this outside. It's dangerous." And they
Yeah.
took it away. I'm like, "Where is that now?"
Yeah, it's gone. You know how much that would be worth
A
now?
lot.
My brother still has one. I can't remember the name. It might be Smokescreen. I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically like an F-14 fighter
Yeah.
jet, and it's still in the box. Like he's got it at his house, still in the box. It looks like brain span. It's probably worth a buttload of money, but I don't remember which character it is. But yeah, he still has one.
So I had to tie Paw Patrol back into Mask, and because I was
Oh,
thinking about the Mask
yeah.
cartoon, I'm like, all Paw Patrol was a ripoff of Mask,
You
but in
think so?
dog form. Because the dogs or the puppies, whatever the hell they
Mhm.
were out doing their normal puppy duties,
Mhm.
and then their leader called them in. They sat in the table, and then he called each one for their selective task that he needed
Yeah,
them
what they
for.
had. Yeah.
Because not all the Mask characters made it to every episode. So if my favorite one didn't make that mission, I'd be upset because they need a separate person.
Yeah.
So then they get their mask activated, they get put in their suits, their cars transform into their special battle forms. I'm like, that's what all the stupid Paw Patrol people did. I had all the toys because who played with that Paw Patrol toys more than the kids? Me.
Did you really?
Oh, I had to play with them. So
No,
of course I was
that's
just like,
fair. Yeah.
oh, I want to be the fire
And
truck.
then you had your imagination running wild, like, "Remember this?"
But I just realized all the cartoons now are just rip-offs of the cartoons we watched.
Well, everything's a ripoff of what we had. Think about it.
No, it is
I mean, how much of today's music do you hear copying, like, music we grew up
right.
with, right? What do they call it? Sampling?
Sampling.
So they sampled the music from back in the day. It's like, all right, I don't need to hear "In the Air in the Night" 40 different ways. I know it happens one way, and that's the best way. Yeah, but stuff like that.
But I was looking at these old cartoons and I'm like, you just stole from my stuff. You made it dumber.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. My number 1, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And a close second with that would be She-Ra. 'Cause, like, that
Mm,
was the spinoff, right? The cousin. But no, He-Man, dude, that was my go-to as a kid. I remember dressing up as a kid, going outside, shirt off. I'd take 2 belts and, like, yeah, have, like, 2 belts and cross my chest with them and have, like, the He-Man sword and do all the whole thing outside. "I have the power!" Do the whole thing. It's like, "Yes, I am He-Man." No, He-Man was fun, and then you always had that one friend that had all the toys, and they had the
the
Castle of
castle of
Grayskull,
gold,
right? And
yeah.
you're like, "Man, how'd you get this thing?" And you wanna, "Can I go to Johnny's house? He's got the Castle of Grayskull. I wanna go play." Like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, go ahead."
Did that is it in production or I don't think it's come out yet. Weren't they doing a live
That's
action
another one where it's kinda like I see all this AI stuff about the live
the live action?
action of it. So, did you know, and I think this is still true, that the He-Man Master Universe, was the only cartoon that was based off of the action figures?
No.
The action figures came out first,
First.
and then they created a cartoon after
Interesting.
it. Yeah, so it wasn't like the other way around. So I was like, "That's pretty
I
neat."
think I own the box set of that and I went to watch it. I didn't realize how terrible it really
Oh, it's so
was.
bad.
It was awful. I'm like, this was different when I was 9.
It's so
And
bad.
I'm like, it was so cheesy.
Mhm,
Not that it
mhm.
makes it any worse,
You got
but
Orko, like, this little freaking
yeah.
ghost guy
Mm,
thing, whatever, floating around. Yeah, and then you have the talk, "Come on, He-Man!" The
and like
talking lion thing.
you can tell they probably pumped those things out too because the animation didn't exactly match
Oh, no. It
perfectly,
was so bad.
and, like, it was almost the same background for some of the things and just, like, the
Just reused over and over
and you're
again.
just like, "Wow, this" and it was so bad. I mean, I loved it,
Yeah, you had to, right?
but
But remember, again, this is all the hand-drawn stuff, right? So no
it
computer
looked fine on
CGI
our
with it.
20-inch tube
Tube TV that,
huge
yeah,
TV, and
exactly, that was barely color.
'cause I recently went back on cartoon related and watched all the Knight Riders and A-Teams randomly.
Did you
My
really?
god, those are terrible.
The acting in those things are
Oh, it's so
so bad.
bad. And then I 'cause I watch dumb stuff. It's horrible. But there's, like, these diehard Knight Rider fans
Yeah.
online
Oh,
that
yeah.
recreate the cars and go over the episodes,
Yes.
and they've tracked down all the original cars that are still in existence and whatever, and they point out things, and they can tell what car was used in what episode and where it came from and where it
That's
was like,
insanity.
I guess they don't have jobs
Apparently not, or
or
lives,
kids in
or
hockey.
yeah,
One of the 2.
or kids in hockey, yeah, exactly.
But it's funny because 'cause they'll point things out, and if you go back and watch the episodes, those cars were beat to shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it didn't pick it up really on TV
No.
as much because it wasn't shot in
Mhm.
HD. Everyone was watching on a CRT, smaller TV, and when
Zenith.
you're a kid, you're not watching for
No.
the detail, you're
Nope.
just watching Michael Knight talk to his watch in his car, but they would point out how much you could see the guy in the back driving the car. But, yeah, going back and watching that stuff now, you're just like, "My god, this stuff sucks."
Stuff stuck. Yeah, absolutely. So, like, I try to get Bryson to watch, Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Mm.
and, Indiana Jones always getting some kind of fight scene, and, the sound of the punch is so over
Oh,
exaggerated, right?
yeah.
And the swing is so big and so huge, and, like, you can tell the guy's, like, moving out of the way and whatnot. He goes, "Dad, this is so fake." I'm like, "Buddy, I know, but you gotta realize we didn't have CGI, when they were making these movies, and these guys are all stuntmen, and they gotta figure out how to get hit or take a hit, or
Mhm.
go along with the hit and that kinda thing." But he's like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You
Well,
have no idea how good this is."
some of it was bad too, because like, the stunt driver for Knight Rider, this guy had a wig on, and sometimes in the close-up, you could clearly tell.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, a brunette girl was sitting in the passenger seat, and then a blonde girl was rolling out. I'm like, "What am I watching? This is so
What did
dumb."
we do?
But,
Like the girl's wig fell off
that
somewhere in
stuff
there.
was terrible, but I still love it. It just hits different.
It's crazy to think too, because they probably spend a boatload of money on production for the show at the time. If you
Mhm.
really think about it, they're probably like, "Man, we're doing some, you know, insane awful," like Magnum PI too, right? Those kind of shows, and it's like he drove a Ferrari. Was that a real
Mhm.
Ferrari on set? I don't know, because that car would be a lot of money, right?
Mhm.
Something gets messed up with that thing. I don't know. It's crazy.
Funny.
You have honorable mentions?
Yeah, Scooby Doo, just
Scooby Doo's a good
because
one.
Scooby
It's
Doo.
another Hannah Montana or Hanna Barbera.
Yeah,
Yep.
and again, that was one I don't know why I'm into voiceovers today, but, Casey Kasem did
I'd Casey
Shaggy.
Kasem. That's right. He did do the original
Yeah,
Shaggy.
that's Casey.
That's right.
You young kids don't know who Casey Kasem is, but he was a
Casey's
legend.
Top 40.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. We'll be back next week with America's top 40 hits in the land.
I'm Casey Kasem.
But yeah, Scooby Doo was just ruh the old cheesy. I would
Yes.
have got away with it. Wasn't for you pestering kids.
For you meddling kids.
But those were great. I love this, Shaggy. Because at the time you didn't realize Shaggy and Scooby were getting high in the van. You just thought they were always hungry for snacks. You didn't get it.
Wait, that's what they were doing?
Allegedly.
Hmm.
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 Thundercats we already touched on. And I don't know. Scooby Doo. I love the new ones are terrible.
So,
Absolutely
yeah,
terrible.
they're no good. They're no good. Even the movies were like, oh.
Oh, those are cringe.
So I've got Looney Tunes was on my honorable mention. We talked about it already, but two here. So the first one is Captain Planet.
I think I know Captain Planet.
Captain Planet was one of the ones after school ones. Goes by your powers combined. I am Captain Planet. You got like earth, wind, fire, and
Hmm.
water, and all these things. And like the rings would join up together and then create Captain Planet, and then go and save the earth. Right? You remember this one at all?
Not a
The
clue.
guy's like silver with green hair. Yeah,
Could you
anyway.
imagine this?
No,
Okay.
it's a real thing.
All right.
Look it up, Captain Planet. Just promise you. And then Inspector Gadget. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Mm-hmm.
Inspector Gadget. I'll get you, Gadget.
Go Gadget. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about him for a hot minute too. He was cool.
Yeah, Inspector Gadget was great. And then Penny always like solved all the
Mhm,
problems, her
yep.
and the dog Brain. And then we gotta tell Uncle Gadget they gotta do this.
Like, Inspector Gadget was an idiot.
He was a total moron, but it was so great. I mean,
Again, that movie was god awful.
Matthew Broderick, right?
Yeah.
Played Inspector Gadget. Yeah, I don't know if I saw it all the way through.
Oh,
I think I saw bits and
it
pieces,
was
and that was about
bad.
it.
I'm like, how do you screw the Inspector Gadget
I
up
don't know,
and
and
leave
I
him
think they tried to bring the cartoon back,
back?
and it just did not take
No,
off at all. It's like, these kids don't get
they
it,
don't get
man.
it.
They don't get it. There's too much technology around for Inspector Gadget to survive in
Mhm.
this world. It's terrible.
I
Oh
liked
my
Inspector
goodness.
Gadget.
That was a good one. All right, so Let's close out with some dad jokes. I got a couple.
I just got one because
Just
it's
got
such
one?
a banger that I didn't need to have to.
That wasn't it, was it?
No.
All right, so we'll do a little sandwich then. What what starts with W and ends with T?
What?
Correct.
So dumb.
That's it. You got it right.
Yes. 10 points.
10 points. 10 points, Gryffindor. Oh my goodness.
So it's hockey related,
Okay.
but do you know why a hockey rink has round corners and not square ones?
I do, but I'm going to let you say it.
Because if it was 90 degrees, the ice would melt.
Yes, yes, yes. I've heard that one
That's
too.
so dumb.
Oh my gosh. So, in the news today, a man with a stutter was convicted and sentenced to prison for life, but his victims were worried that he wouldn't finish his sentence.
Hey, Junior.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's all we have for you guys for today, this week. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Spotify, iHeart, wherever you get
Oh, we're on
your
YouTube now. If you wish to go
yeah,
there, we're on
YouTube
Apple as
and
well.
Apple podcast. Check it out. Like, subscribe, put your top 5 nostalgia cartoons in the comments. We'll respond back to you. And other than that, we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
See ya.